It kind of starts the night before when we separate the lambs. And so,
Okay.
depending on how much we work with the lambs.
Because to preface, again, we're a first responder family, we lamb share a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we need that flexibility. So if something's gone crazy at work or something like that, then some days the lambs may just stay on totally, and that way they're still producing milk, they're still getting fed. We're not having to take on the chore that day.
Yeah.
So
It's
Brilliant.
very sad when we have to pull ram lambs at 3 months old because now they're viable, and we're like, oh dang it, we have to be responsible dairymen now.
so I mean, we lamb share a lot.
Yeah.
So they stay with them for quite a while. So if we're gonna milk, first thing is get those lambs separated
and
into a secure enough pen that they're not gonna sneak out. And it needs to, and you need to have the lambs in a different area than the ewes because we've had the lambs and the ewes separated by a fence. The ewes will come to the fence.
Fence. Why fence means a pallet fence
pallet
because
fence.
We also are sheep, and so we have made little pallet paddocks. And I have seen a Gulf Coast native ewe stand on her hind legs, put her hooves on top of the pallet, and her lambs stick her lips between the pallet rungs and nurse. Otherwise, the lambs take all the milk. So we separate the lambs. Now, the first couple of weeks, it is just absolute pandemonium. The lambs are screaming, "We're being kidnapped." The ewes are screaming, "You monster!" And it is not. There's no frolicking. But again, loving bribery as much as I do, I will give the lambs some feed, and so the lambs quickly learn if we go into our bassinet, we get rewarded. And so after a little bit, they will learn. In fact, the ewes will try to follow them sometimes because they're like, "Hey, we want candy too." I'm like, "You get that in the morning." So lambs get separated.
Yeah.
And then we'll leave the ewes out, in their paddock or pasture. And so in the morning, then I go out with, the milking buckets and the warm soapy water and, iodine if I need it. And so I'll call the ewes in, and the herd queen will let me know if I am tardy, which is very consistent this year that I am tardy. So, and she doesn't really baa usually unless she has decided it is time for us to milk. So I go in there, and the other ewes will run into a little, stall we've made, and the herd queen will watch all them go in, and then she looks me in the eye, and she goes to the stanchion and then looks at me, as is her right and duty as the queen, to go first. So then I'll put her in the headlock and I give her some soaked grains, I'll wash her udder, and then I start milking her.